Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Titans and the Niners, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count the kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go. It's Super Bowl 59. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
Personal foul. Safety. Defense.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the draw, it's Sayers. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
First down, Vick. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Vick's throw here complete to Kelsey. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And Vick's throw there incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It's a play fake. Now Vick. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. Again, it's Vick. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Vick. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a big...
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Now Jackson on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Jackson. He's got it to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Up the middle, they run with Gale Sayers. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The first carry now. This is Williams. And some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We'll give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Vick. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
The 22 more yards there and another first down. Nothing after one on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Vick to throw it. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that. Things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A run at Sayers' right side. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Now a give at Sayers between the tackles. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 5. 80 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down and goal. Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Third and goal, Jackson. Escapes the sack, and the pressure gets to him again. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
On fourth down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And even though they trail, they've had success running the football. Over 100 yards rushing as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Niners, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On play action, Vic. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Now here's Vic. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Vic readies to throw, and this is going to be intercepted.
And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The Niners set to take over on offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Vic operating on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The throw on 2nd down from Vic, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Vic to the air again. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw, Vick. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Jackson now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
A third quarter now at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
That throw by Vick incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. This one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. They go play action now. Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Three quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The 4th and final quarter of the Super Bowl is up next. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Throwing, Vick. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Vick now. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Titans are right back in this football game. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. On 3rd down, Jackson. Got his man. It's Williams.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. It's Williams on the catch.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well.
What a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
To throw again on 2nd down. Vick. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Here's Vick. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is caught. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And the Niners use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So they catch him napping a bit. They go with a fake punt, able to get it out complete, and then take it all the way into the end zone for 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down 14-6. A minute 40 remaining. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on 1st down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Jackson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane, and knock it away as we just saw there.
And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Throwing, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. On 1st down. It's Sim. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Jackson. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle they go. It's Sims, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll run it again with Sims, and he loses the football a second time. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. On 2nd, and oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. From the 8, it's 3rd and goal. And he'll get this awfully close to a 1st down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. One last shot for Jackson. And that's caught by Williams. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he is in for the touchdown with no time remaining. And Charles, we're a 2-point conversion away from overtime.
And that won't be easy. We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up for the 2-point conversion. And the defense celebrates a 2-point win. What a finish. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
why.